Hi all. Hope we're all good. We will get started. We are going to do tipping triangle supported on the chair. So make sure you've got something that you can use that's not going to slide about anywhere, that's nice and sturdy. Can be the wall as well. Kitchen worktop will work really well. But yeah, just make sure it's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, and we'll get started. I've got a heater, so I'm very, very chuffed. But I might need to turn it off or take a layer off. So I'm feeling nice and smug and cosy now for my little gym. So we are going to start off with doing that supported overhead reach, like that. Feet are just under hips and we're not leaning too far into that surface at the moment. We're just going to let the body know that that is the movement that we're going to be using. So we're looking for that curve along one side of the body, the side that's reaching, and when it feels good, just sort of like shifting those hips over as that arm comes up and across the head, and then standing nice and back into neutral, or whatever neutral looks like for you. And we are going to swap sides. Just so I don't have to move my chair completely, I'm just going to go with the AC. I'll move my chair later. So just reaching over, taking some support from a surface. I'm already getting hot, so I'm going to have to turn it off, I think. Turn the heater off. It will come in handy for when I'm just sat doing computer-based stuff. Probably don't need it on when we're doing any movement. Lesson learned. Okay, take a break. Turn that off. Unplug it. Okay, so now we're going to do a rotation, but we're going to aim low. So we're going to take it lower as we go along. We're just for now rotate those arms down towards the side of the side, and then switch sides. So take them down, face and chest can also point in that direction, if that feels good to you. We're just getting lower back, moving, we're feeling happy with what's going to come. Lovely. And then we're going to take a big step to the side and swing both arms up and then bring them back down. So just all on one side to begin with. It's just good if you've not sort of got the space to step both sides like I haven't at the moment. And that can come with a little lean back as you get into them. So again, just getting that lower back, bending in that opposite direction, and arms transfer from low to high. And one more, I will swap sides. These are all sort of like our basic movements that we're going to add to as we go along. Okay, and just that reminder to always take the time for the movements, those stretchy parts, and take as many rests as you can. One more. Okay, so back to our leaning chair. We're going to now position ourselves away from that so that when we're stood up nice and tall, we have to lean in to get our hand onto that surface, whether that's the wall, the chair, or whatever it is you're using. And we're going to go for that stretch, and we're going to take the leg with it, and then we're going to bring it back in all the way to standing. And again, so leaning over, lifting that leg off, or try and keep it on the ground. bit away from the body. And we're going to change it up ever so slightly. You might just want to watch for a little demo. When I do that next one, once I've reached that stretch, I'm just going to open my chest out to the ceiling and then bring it back in. So it's not a huge movement, because what happens when we're already using the spine in one way, it will then limit what we can do with it in other planes. So if I'm already bending, my rotation is only going to be very small. But we're going to just open that up to the ceiling. So imagine your chest is moving around, that arm moves back, and your head just turns slightly to the ceiling. That's what we're going to go with. We'll do 3 to 4 of those and then we'll swap sides. Again, it's only a very small movement. Everything's just twisting backwards slightly. The obliques have got to work really, really hard to support that rotation. Remembering to stand for as long as you can do in that little rest. One more. Rest it there. I am now going to move my chair across here again, just so you don't have to look at the back of me while I do the other side. So again, we'll start off just with the reach, how it is, kicking into that wall, bringing that arm over, and taking the leg out, either keeping it on the floor or letting it float, and then standing back up nice and tall. Oh, this is that song that gets really a bit hectic towards the end. Apologies, it completely goes against the sort of the vibe of the class, doesn't it? We're here just trying to take it nice and chill with our core movements, and there's the song like some drum and bass night at the club. Awesome. On this next one, opening that out towards the ceiling. It's only a tiny little movement. It just hits those joints differently. It can really help with that rotation, because if you can sort of turn that leg and arm the other way. Have 2 more. And of course, this glute has also got to work nice and hard just to support that change, as it's where that centre of gravity is moving over. Also, rest it there and move it back. Back down to our low rotation. So we're going to try and get that as far down towards the other side of that leg as we can. And as we do, we're going to take the opposite leg, so if I'm leaning down to my left, it's my right leg is going to go in a diagonal line, so not straight back, sort of like off to the side, but behind. So we do that as I reach down, and then we're going to stand up, and we're going to swap sides with these. Just of time. Okay, just getting that, it doesn't have to be big, you can just go a little bit. Just going to get that hamstring and glute just to do something different while he supports that rotation for us. Standing nice and tall in between. Still very much feel the hamstrings from dumbbells earlier on in the week. Definitely some stimulus that they haven't had in a while. Okay, having a little rest. We're going to stick with that movement, but now with an option to take that leg into a floating position. So let me demo. And you don't have to lift the leg. It can just be continuing with those rotations. So taking the leg out first, and then here, just having a little lift Again, we're then putting more work on the core. We're now on one leg. Core has to work so much harder on one leg. Same with the glute as well. So option to take the leg off the floor whilst in that low position. A bit wobbly, or I'm sure you can set yourself up next to each other just so you've got something to lay a hand on if that does go a bit wobbly. But the leg doesn't have to lift much. But getting yourself in a position and just giving it a little rise off the floor. My left leg doesn't have as much control doing this. My left leg is the one that likes to support, not float. No balance stuff can make you feel really like unconfident, but it's still a good skill to have in later life. Okay, we're going to go one more on each side after this one. If you want a little challenge for yourself, like doing things like that, just adding a little bit of load with some light dumbbells will really get that glute and core to the core to work just a little bit more intensely. So if you're up for a challenge later one day when you're looking for a little snack, that can be a good one to do. Okay, next up we're going to go back into that side step, arms up, and then we're going to turn the body towards that straight leg. So again, arms sweep up, lean into that slightly, and then get that body turn towards that straight leg. Nice rotation. Lovely. One more on this side, and then we will swap it over. Stepping and turning. That's right. Again, just working in a range that feels comfortable. Don't cause anything. See what your body can do. Two more on this side. Rest it there, have a little sip of water into each one. We're going back to our little tipping triangle. We're not going with the rotation, we'll do some more of that another week because there's quite a lot we can do within that motion. This time we're going to take that stretch out, and then we're going to try and meet knee and elbow, return to stretch, and then stand up. We're only going to do about 4 or 5 on each side. Take your time, it's just more time spent in that position, and then we have to contract lots of things to get out of it. So if you're up for it, here we go. Knee to elbow, stretch back out, and then stand up. And again, knee to elbow doesn't have to meet, just getting them near each other. I mean, I don't think I could make mine meet even if I wanted to, but lovely. One more, getting some nice crunchiness off my shoulder doing that. I'm going to swap my chair over. Okay, other side. Nice degree over the top. Let that sort of float, which is really good. And bring those together. Again, that can be done in a huge spectrum of range of motion. It's just here, so make sure you do it however feels good. Nice big reach at the end to finish it off. There's one more. Awesome. Back. Out on. Oh, never got my phone on this. Oh, lovely. Plenty of time. Ooh. One more thing. With that. So, little balance challenge, just to finish it off. We're going back to this low rotating diagonal leg. Lift that leg, it's hard to do off, isn't it? And then try and draw those arms up in a big diagonal line as that leg floats off the floor. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a huge lift. And at some point there, you'll need to pop your foot back down because you're shifting that centre of gravity out completely. But just a little balance time. It's almost like catch the chicken, throw the chicken, but on one leg. Okay, so we'll do 6-ish altogether, 6 to 8. So we'll swap sides each time. Let's see what we've got. Get that leg out, lift, and then roll that up in a big rotation, and then take the rest of the embrace any wobble. One more on each side. So that was probably the best one I did. Took a while to get there. Oh, we finished strong. Last 2 reps were the best ones that I did. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed that. I loved it. I thought that was great. Hope you all did too, and I will see you next time. Have a good day, everyone.